Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias, and welcome back to a series that, well, honestly has been gone for quite a bit of time, but is finally back. Welcome back to Enigmatica to Expert Mode. So, this is a mod pack we didn't get very far into before I decided to cut it for the time being, just because I was going down from 2 videos a day to 1 video a day, which I've been pretty good about. If I can pat myself on the back a little bit, I've been trying my hardest, but I think it's time to bring this series back into the mix a little bit and get to playing this, because this is one I really wanted to play. And yeah, previously we were working on a lot of different things. So this mod pack, if you don't remember, is heavily gated. Meaning, like, if we want to get into Britannia, for example, Britannia, actually it'd be better if I just did it with the @ symbol. Britannia, for example, requires, where is it? The Petal Apothecary. And in order to get that, we need a luminous crafting table from Astral Sorcery. And in order to get into that, I actually don't know what the first item for Astral is, because I've never actually messed around with that mod. The Tome Aquamarine we can get, that's not it. Is it Parchment? No. Constellation Paper. Probably not. That looks pretty complicated. Light wells. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what the first thing is. But anyways, in order to get a lot of this stuff, we need to get through different gates and whatnot. So, let's see if we can find Astral Sorcery is Thaumcraft somehow. Something in Thaumcraft gives us access to something in Astral Sorcery. So basically, there's a lot of things to do, and before we can really get into any of that kind of stuff, right there we go. It requires Niter in order to get the a lot of the different things, and so in order to get that, we need to. Okay, that's really weird. We need to get into Thaumcraft and so on and so forth. So basically, it is highly progressive. We need to do one mod to get into another mod to get into another mod. And we've been working on mostly Tinkers, which is just so we can get to the highest mining level we can possibly get to at this point. And we've been doing a little bit. We unlocked the gate for Immersive Engineering, which was the first thing I wanted to work with. So, that all being said, I know, intro. I have spent a little bit of time off camera doing a little bit of work with a couple things. So first of all, my house. So for whatever reason, the forestry wood, the stairs have a lighting error. That's just kind of the way it is, but this is cherry wood, I believe this is spruce, birch wood, some blue windows, because I think it looks nice. And I'm actually really happy with the way this house looks. Now, for some bad news. This is not going to be our permanent house. This is a starter house. We are going to build another house later, but if we go inside, we have nice cherry wood floors. We have a little bit of a loft, which we're going to be using for our bed, just so that we can kind of have a little bit more space downstairs. And we'll just put this like right there. That'll be fine. And yeah, the plan is this. We are going to very heavily, like, I'm going to store items in here. And this will eventually be removed completely. And we're going to set up a full-fledged house somewhere else. And I think what I want to do for this series is, rather than making, like, so some of my series, I like to make towns. I like to, I don't really play too many like vanilla terrain generation type stuff. So that's a little strange for me. But zombie just wanted to come up and die. I don't play too much normal terrain generation, but typically I either build like little fortresses type things that just kind of walled off areas, or I'll do like little towns. I do towns most often. I think for this series I want to do mostly one big house with maybe a couple of separate houses. And I was looking at the map. I've done a little bit of exploring, but I think I want to stay around the meadow area, probably just to the north. I considered there's a pretty big forest over here. I didn't care for that. There's too much hills, and I don't want to have to deal with all that stuff. So we'll probably go that direction to make the permanent house, but that'll be once I figure out what I want to make it out of. So today there are a couple of things we need to do. Time is it? We have plenty of time. So first thing we need to do, and I said that I was going to do this, again, this was a long time ago, and the fact that I remember it kind of helps that I wrote it down, but there is, is this something? Yes, it is. There's a Thaumcraft hill. Let's mark this on the map. Thaumcraft hill. Alright, cool. So last time, the last episode, I said that I would go find obsidian, because that's the next thing we need in order to kind of progress with the different things. The what are they called? The Tinker's tools. Getting our pickaxe upgraded, our pick-up axe graded, however I want to say it, and yeah, so there's some lava over here. It's far enough away that I don't feel bad turning it all into obsidian. Now, on the way, I want to show off that there is, in fact, there's like this mausoleum thing. Well, I came over here and I was wondering what was on the map, and all right, there's oftentimes chests there. Don't really care about that, but more importantly, there is a spider spawner literally right below us. So, is there any treasures? We might leave the spider spawner, to be honest. Aw, that's disappointing. Let's just put a torch on there. Don't spawn any spiders. Alright, well, I didn't pick up any of the loot or anything like that, so we are going to get totally caught out in the dark. Yeah, piggy. Well, let's head back for a second. We're just not going to be able to make it back, and let's go grab our bed just to be safe. This episode is going to probably be a lot more talking and planning than anything else. You know what? We're not that far away from the home base. There's lava under here. Alright, well then, cancel all the plans. Just do this. Whoa, lag. Alright, cool. So there's lava right here. We're going to do this. And we're just going to vein mine all this obsidian. And yeah, that'll be all we need to do. So we have like an hour of Minecraft time to get back, so that's not very long. But there you go. We got, what, 12 obsidian? That is enough for now. So let's get out of here. I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm really glad that I heard the lava there. Oh yeah, I see some of the constellations. I love the idea behind astral sorcery. With all the different constellations and all that kind of stuff. But it's just not a mod that I've ever gotten the opportunity to like actually work with. My computer really can't handle these mod packs. The newer mod packs take so much RAM, and I never upgraded my RAM. I'm still running on like 8 gigs total, which is not enough for this stuff. But we'll make it work for the time being. I'll get upgraded stuff eventually, I'm sure. Anyways, so let's go ahead and go sleep. We have obsidian now. We can make the sharpening thing that we need to do and all that fun stuff. And I think before we're done today, we're going to go take on the Thaumcraft Hill, as I've been calling it. So, obsidian. I also have a ton of cherries, and I want to do something with that. I want to make a juicer, which we can pretty easily do. It's just some stone. So, just 3 pieces of stone. All right. So we need to make the sharpening kit. So we need to get another blank pattern. Patterns are just wood and sticks. In fact, I have that on me. Now here is the question. Because this quest actually, whoop, here we go, lag spike. This will happen every once in a while. Apologies. Like I said, my computer can barely handle this. Hopefully, it only really happens when I'm recording, which is kind of not good, but it's not that bad. So we'll deal. So let's make a sharpening kit. Put it in the pattern chest, and there is the obsidian sharpening kit. That should be a quest. Go ahead and claim those. And next we need is cobalt. So we need to actually go to the nether. And they both will work, but we need to grab some flint. And how do we do this? I don't actually know. I've never really done this before. So if we put our pick... Oh. Now, does that take a modifier? No, it does not. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we can do that, and butterflies. So that'll work out fine. So we'll go to the nether next episode, I think. But before we really do that, let's get into immersive engineering a little bit. So we have the coke oven, and something that I want to look into, so we don't need any of this stuff. What kind of tanks can we make? Can we make any tanks currently? We're gonna want, see, a fluid tank is iron and glass, so we can make a fluid tank. How about, oh, we can make mechanism tanks. Those are not quite as good until you can get into actual mechanism. What else do we have? Surges tanks. I don't think those are super duper good. Okay, so fluid tanks from Ender, or well, the other ones are a little bit cheaper. Let's go ahead and get the juicer, by the way. So just a pressure plate, and there's the juicer. And then what we can do with this is we have so many stacks of cherries. We take 2 of them and we get cherry juice. And that is kind of awesome. So we can just put this in there and have cherry juice to drink, which is a lot better than just cherries. Plus it gives us speed. You can also drink it to fill up saturation. So that is really, really nice. That is really good. Alright, with that taken care of, by the way, something I wanna mention. Was it in here? No, I'm getting different things confused. Wait, no, it is. there's something over here that I want to grab slash point out because it's really good. There's a fossil over here. Fossils are fantastic because it's bone meal, and we can just come over here and vein mine it and grab a ton of bone blocks. So that's all I wanted to say about that. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted a bunch of these bone blocks. Now, at some point, wow, we got what, like well over 2 stacks. Awesome. So that's gonna give us plenty of bone meal. Each one is 9 bone meal, so that is what, about 20 stacks of bone meal. That's not too shabby. So what we're gonna do now is something that one of the things that I actually like the look of is because we're gonna try not to go for the modern style of stuff of buildings like I usually like. We're gonna try to use treated wood. Treated wood looks so good. It is such a pretty color. It's a really nice brown. So we're gonna probably use a little bit of treated wood. We'll see what we end up doing, but that's something that might be really good to build with. And I don't want to do anything modern. I want to do something a really big, like kind of something to go with the villages. How they're very almost steampunk, but not really. It's like Victorian. All right, we do have a portable tank. And what's a fluid pump? I don't remember what this does. We didn't even make that. We were given it. So let's go to the Immersive Engineering. Yeah, so we got a loot chest. Engineer's hammer. Yeah, I don't even know. Gates? Did we get it from this? Yeah, we did. Alright, so Immersive Engineering. What is kind of our goal here? Well, Immersive Engineering unlocks mechanism and extra utilities. So the machine blocks require, there's a couple of different ways to make machine blocks. Ooh, reinforced stone. I don't want to go that way. Iron sheet metal and vacuum tubes. That's pretty easy. Or we can go the forestry route, which isn't awful, but we get more machine blocks. Mechanism, on the other hand, should be directly, so it is reinforced blast bricks and steel mechanical components. So that requires the workbench. That's kind of the big thing there. So treated wood is what we need more than anything. Alright, so let's get this guy set up for a little bit. And we'll just set this guy up. I want it to run as much as possible so we can get as much treated wood as we can. All we have to do is smack it with a hammer. And the question is, that requires power. I'm not sure if we can automate this receiving the coal coke, the creosote oil. There we go. That's what it's called. But we need to get some coal. How much coal do we have? I don't know that we have that much. We don't have any in there. We have a little bit of coal coke. Let's get some of the stuff let's get everything that is in fact mechanism and put it with the mechanism stuff for right now anyways. We have, I just placed those chests. We have no coal. I haven't been mining all that much when I do go down into the, go caving and whatnot. So that's not good. Alright, let's go get some coal. Shouldn't be too hard to find. and some aluminum. I think up here. No. Alright, we need to go find another cave. I think there's one. Doesn't this one go down a little bit more? More aluminum ore. This place is very, like, craggy. But there we go. This is where I've been working. Let's grab some coal. Go ahead and grab the iron. Copper, I guess. It's a lot of copper. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, get out of the water. There we go. I realized my mistake as soon as I did it. So we've only got like 5 coal. Here's some more coal. And copper. Just basically everything I'm going to mine as much as possible. Iron, copper, Certus quartz. I don't really care about apatite though. So we'll just come down here a little bit farther. Alright, that's fine. So there's a good bit of iron down here. And we even have gold. We're that low. Wow. Alright, we're just going to do that. I don't want to deal with anything right now. But we can get a bunch of coal and iron. And luckily it seems that there is... Let's go ahead and get the gold. Wow. We have a lot of stuff. It really seems like ore generation is very high in this pack, which is nice. It's more convenience than anything. Like, this is not a pack to... Okay, so sometimes you want a mod pack where, like, the big thing is just to go mining. Oh wow, or call it a night. It is dark. We don't have that good of a... We don't have that good of a sword, to be honest. Nope, I didn't think so. Yeah, so like, sometimes you want a mod pack that's gonna like give you lots to adventure and that kind of stuff. Sometimes you want something that's a little bit more, well, where are you at? There you are. You know, sometimes, ow, come on in. I don't want the creeper to pull aggro. Sometimes you want a mod pack that is more about adventuring. Sometimes you want one that's more about crafting and automation. And when you want one that's crafting and automation, you don't want to have to struggle to get resources necessarily. It's nice to not have to worry about that. So we have a ton rare earths. Cool. Thaumcraft stuff. We have a ton of stuff in there. I'm going to dump everything else in here. And we're going to take... Let's just do half a stack of coal for right now. And go ahead and put that in the coke oven. And just let that start processing. So, we'll live with the portable tank we have for now. If I have to transfer it by hand, that's whatever. But let's go ahead and finish up this episode by clearing out the Thaumcraft hill. There are some spawners over there. There should be anyways. And it shouldn't be too bad to deal with. There's typically like 2 spawners. We'll probably leave them there for now. But if we get in here quick enough, then it won't be that much of a issue. And we can go from there. So there's already a skeleton. The only thing that like worries me is that these guys are going to have really good stuff. Like armor-wise. I forgot about that. But they can drop it as well. So in the middle here, there should be a node. Although my knowledge of Thaumcraft is fairly old. But there can be like traps down here, so we're gonna make sure there's not by just doing that. Okay. I saw something. That was weird. Anyways, this is just a normal chest. There is a bunch of things in it. We're going to take it all. Now we can break this. That'll give us a little gold. We got some lingering potions. And he looks like he's going to hurt if he touches us. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Alright. Let's get out of here. There's spawners here if we ever want them. We'll want to eventually make a mob spawner with just like, you know, normal type of dark room type stuff. But that'll be later. We'll worry about that quite a bit later, to be honest. It's not that much of a concern early game, to be fair. Although we can get some really good things because mobs in this pack wear really good armor and have really good weapons. So you can get a lot of really good stuff from them. How's this doing? We have a little bit of creosote and it's not draining into this. So let's see if... I don't know that this can auto-extract or anything, so do we have any, like... I mean, conduits are probably not going to work because we need quite clear glass. That requires... Oh, we can make it with just normal glass? Okay. And can we make the conduit binders? We can. Alright, but those are really bad. Can we make the better ones? No, we need fuse quartz. That requires more stuff. How about pipes? Any sort of pipes we can use. Transfer pipes probably aren't going to work. They require... Ew. Okay, that's pretty awful. I have no idea what the Tinker's Construct pipes are used for. Basic mechanical pipes require other stuff. Alright, those don't seem good. Alright, well then, I guess we're gonna have to live with manual transfer for now. It's an eclipse, I guess. This is a thing that I think can happen. That is really weird. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well then, let's take a real quick look at quest book. So we need treated wood, we need blast furnace stuff, alloy kiln, a lot of things to do. But honestly, today was kind of more of a talking episode. So I will tell you guys what. Here is the plan. We have what? Jump boost, mining fatigue. Ew. Those are nasty. We do have some dark steel. We have some copper. We have some nether quartz. So here is going to be the plan. I am going to... That is really creepy. That's also really kind of cool. Anyways, I am going to spend some time. I'm going to reorganize the chest, and I think what I want to do, we're going to make another portal, but we're going to put it kind of out here by itself. away from this house, but also away from the house that we're going to end up building probably on the other side of this lake. I think that's where I want to put it. Either right over here. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll end the episode off, and I will do the work. Like, that was really weird. Doing the work like organizing chests and whatnot. So, okay, maybe not here, but on this little section of the island. I mean, if we look at journey map, there is this island is so this island is completely by itself. I mean, honestly, this isn't that bad, but I think we want a little bit more. We want a little bit more space, so. What I think we'll do is put the permanent house somewhere over here. Yeah, no, this would be fine. This looks pretty good. There's something down there. Oh, there's a compressed skeleton. Perfect. Actually, right in... Or do we want to put it on that island? Oh, man, decisions. This is kind of a nice area. Right in here. Real quick, let's see if we got... There's a couple of things we can look at. It's almost night as well. I want to make sure... I think that's another hill. I don't know if this has anything underneath it. No. Alright, if this is a hill, then we're going to go to the other island. There's something on top of that hill. What is that? Oh, it's a... Yeah, this is so totally a Thaumcraft hill as well. You can tell by the shape of it. So yeah, we're going to go to the other island. The one that's kind of by itself. And I think that'll be the best option. Oh hey, these are rubber trees. Have they changed? That's spruce. Maybe not. Anyways, no they haven't. Okay. So this other island might be a little bit better. It's decent sized. If we want to upgrade it or anything like that, we'll have to do some work. In terms of like, if we want to, this might also have a chest underneath one of the. Yeah, it does. Get some constellation papers. Some diamonds, glowstone. That's nice. We'll keep those. Anyways, I think this little island will be the best place to put at least the first. At least the house. We can kind of clear it off. We can make it how we want it to be. So yeah, I think this is going to be... Let's go ahead and name it. Future home. And we might start planning that here soon. Probably not, though, to be honest. Just because, in all fairness, like, it's going to be a while because I need to decide what all, like, materials I want. And all that kind of fun stuff. So it's going to be a little bit of time before we actually start building anything. Just because I do have to decide what I want to make it out of and like how I want it to look and all that fun stuff. So it is going to be a little bit of time, but we'll get there. And there's mobs outside our base. I doubt we're going to be able to sleep. But maybe. Yay. Okay, cool. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, we are going to continue working. We're going to do a little bit better. We might go to the Nether. We'll see. But the plan in general is just going to be to do as much work as we can, progressing through Immersive Engineering, or maybe getting into another mod. We'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!